It's been the home of the Chiefs since 1972. GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Matt Prater, been around a long time, will get us started here. And off we go here on Monday night. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's the third-year man, Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Intercepted on the second play of the game. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong. Let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
And this play going nowhere. He is taken down behind the line of scrimmage on their first play of the game. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Has some room inside the 30. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. And the defense was ready for him this time. Did not have the same room to run. That one's no gain. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Now, faking the give. That is hot. What a throw. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, New Orleans. That his first touchdown this year.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. First and 10. Throwing is Mahomes. This caught right side by Worthy. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
Really nice play there by Xavier Worthy. And if I'm a defensive coordinator around the league, and I'm thinking to myself, Mike, how do I stop this Chiefs offense? How do I stop Mahomes and Kelsey? Well, they just add a wide receiver that has the fastest 40-yard dash time in the history of the NFL Combine. I mean, the ability to take the top off, the ability to make those secondary players play that much deeper and open up everything else underneath. When he gets up and running and he really finds his groove in this league, this scary offense just got a little bit scary.
Kelsey opens his account, his first catch, and a first down to boot.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on first down. That's deep for the back of the end zone. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll bring up second down.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up third down. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Working the right side, taken in by Rice.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Oh, he's trying to get low. Push forward. I don't think he got there. He did not. He is short, and they've turned it over on downs. His drive will start on the ground. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings him down for a loss.
He'll drop to throw. Aguilar able to make the catch. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. That is a big gainer for the Saints. And even 30 yards. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Down the field, he's got Aguilar. And he's in. Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Saints. That's 2 touchdowns for him now in this first quarter alone. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the first quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Set to kick off.
So now, Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Play action here. Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. He's got it. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs are on the board. It's now 14-7. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. On the bootleg, he'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle, and he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the first quarter. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Now they'll set up to throw. He'll try to run for it. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down. A handoff as they try to run it here. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now this time they'll look to throw. Throw right side to Olave. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Back to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Attack! A handoff here to start the drive, but this will end up being a reverse. A hit, and he has lost the football.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey, guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
He does a fantastic job, Mike, of not only locating the ball in the air, but then attacking it hands on hands. That's exactly something they work on every week in practice. Great job translating those drills into a live game.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike, how well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him.
And he'll work this past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ryan Brzee there for the tackle. Here's 2nd and 6. He'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
1st and 10 for Mahomes. Down the field, he's got Kelce. Down the right sideline. And he will score. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will tie things up. We are all even at 14. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. This will be returned from the 6. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Back deep for Olave. That is brought in. And this will bring them all the way down to the 20-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
It's been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with 1st and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
Trying to find a crease in there. It's a big pile of bodies, but he is going to come up short.
Well, after being stopped for no gain on 1st down on the ground, Mike, it brings up the question. 2nd and goal from the 2, what do you do? I like throwing it. I don't like waiting till 3rd down to air the ball out. So if they want to take a shot at the end zone, I think it's got to be here on 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. They'll try to sneak it here. And he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, New Orleans.
You know, we spent so much time talking about the heroics of a game-winning drive to end the 4th quarter in 2-minute mode. But let's talk about a 2-minute mode, Mike, at the end of the 1st half. It might not be in walk-off fashion, but I'll tell you what, executing that here going into halftime changes this entire game.
Prater's extra point is good. The Saints have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So, still the matter of 6 seconds remaining in this half. And the kick's away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end. Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half. About to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. He fields it at the 8. Now an opening past the 30. They'll start this one on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll look to throw. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. It's pulled in by the Chiefs. The quarterback was on the move, starting to gain some yards, but then he lost the ball. And the fumble's recovered by the defense.
And early on, Mike, it was actually a really good job by the quarterback, extending that play, getting some positive yards with his legs, but he decided not to slide and give himself up. He takes that hit.
That's over the middle and intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
It is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Yellow. Right side.
They go play action with Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he will go all the way. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Kansas City. So 2 touchdowns for him in this one. Numbers 12 and 13 on the year. Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. A return now from the 4. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
At their own 34-yard line.
They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
What can they do here on third down and 7? Throw across his body is complete. Give him 14 on that one. It's good for a Saints first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll run on first down with Kamara. Not much happening there, just a short gain. Here's second and 9. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. Here's a screen coming for Kamara. Good-looking screen play there, a gain of 11 and a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to...
And he will score. Chris Olave. Touchdown Saints. Prater on to attempt the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Saints go up by 7, 28-21. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
Attack, attack! Color.
Play clock down to 0. That is not the way to start a drive.
Yellow! Hey, dribble it! 15! Right side!
From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. That touchdown number 3 for him in the game, and number 14 for the year. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs have come back to level things. It's 28 all. So back to level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. It's first down, and they'll run. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Just watch the speed of the pursuit out of this safety on this tackle, Mike. His ability to play from depth and attack the line of scrimmage and meet that ball carrier in the hole and keep him to no gain. You don't see a lot of safeties able to make that tackle in the open field. That's pretty impressive.
Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's going to bring up a third down.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down. That's going to be incomplete, and the clock was stopped. Likely one more play in this third quarter.
Timing and trust, critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Handoff here, up the middle. And he's going to be brought down here on what will turn out to be the final play of the third quarter. The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. And that is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
And how about that play on special teams? Perfectly done. It checks up right at the 1-yard line.
Fire on these two. 43! 43! Hey, go. Right side!
Out of his own end zone. Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. And that is the last thing you want to do, Greg. When you have the ball on offense in your hands and the other team gets points, it is 2 with a safety there.
And it's really a rare play in the NFL, Mike. We just don't see it very often. So anytime a defense gets the run off the field celebrating, getting an easy 2 points, they'll take it.
On first down, they'll start out with Kamara. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Nice pick up there by Alvin Kamara. And when you think about his career, Mike, the fact that for 7 straight years he's over 1,100 yards from scrimmage, that's the consistency. That's the ability to impact the game both as a runner and as a receiver that really makes him stand out from a lot of the other running backs in the league. So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback. Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred. When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Yellow! 43! 43! And red left.
First down throw, Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's 3. Third time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Demario Davis. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trent McDuffie. And the Chiefs will take over here just past the 30.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
Hey, 15, 15, 15. Yellow. 15, 15. What's that?
On first down, it's Mahomes. Again, working deep downfield. That is hard. And he's into the end zone yet again. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC. What a night he's having. That's 4 touchdowns in this game alone. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game. That is one behind the single-game NFL record.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drop. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. That is Chris Jones, the All-Pro, getting it done.
Plays like that, Mike, are a big reason why Chris Jones has a strong argument to make the case for the best interior defender in the entire league, coming off his 4th consecutive All-Pro selection, and he was rewarded for it pretty handsomely this offseason with a new contract.
And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on first down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on second. And now they find themselves in a critical third down here, or they're facing a 3-and-out. They're lucky to have avoided this mistake here, Mike. In the fourth quarter with possessions running out, that would have been a critical back-breaking play in this game. And they're going to have second life now after that defender drops the ball. And let's see if they can take advantage of it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. He'll drop to throw. A deep shot for Aguilar. He's got it. And he will take this one in. 81 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. What a game this has been. Back and forth we go, and that fourth quarter score changes the lead one more time.
And we've seen the lead go back and forth, Mike, and now the question is, can they get a stop? Can they find a way defensively to hang on to this lead and get themselves this big win?
And he will get into the end zone. The conversion is good, and the lead is up to 3 here in the fourth quarter. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, 57, 57, come. My side.
The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Second and 7.
Wait. My side.
Play fake. Now it's Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. That's caught. And they cannot contain him at all. He's into the end zone yet again. Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, Chiefs. He is having a performance to remember. There's 5 touchdowns for him in this one game. Butker's extra point is good, and the Chiefs have taken a 4-point advantage.
Saints 38. Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. Olave is the motion man. Now they'll set up to throw. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
At this point in the game, you find yourself trailing. There's only so many possessions left here in regulation. And now after that first down sack, this is on the verge of being another wasted possession, and they're getting pretty close here to desperation time.
Looks like movement over there on the left side, and the flag is down. Now on 2nd and long. Now, a whistle. Looks like there was movement on the left side of that offensive line. Here comes 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. His pass taken in by Shaheed. Inside the 20. They are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 94 yards. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. They'll come up for 1st and 10. To throw is Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. There's that man again. Another catch. And he's going to take this one all the way. 73 yards. Touchdown, Kansas City. With that, he joins Gale Sayers and Alvin Kamara, players in the Super Bowl era with 6 touchdowns in a single game. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Great job there by the coverage team. They get him down at the 12. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see. Can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
We'll start the drive on the ground, and here comes a reverse. And nothing cooking on that one. He'll be met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his big tight end, Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his 2nd touchdown tonight. So yet another touchdown pass, and that one's going to be the record breaker. Most touchdown passes in a single game. The extra point by Butker is good. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Shaheed with the catch. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. 2 timeouts still left, but scoring quickly here, a must. It's 1st and 10. That's deep for Olave. That is knocked away, incomplete. Good coverage there defensively, all over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Open man down the field. It's Olave. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. They'll look to throw again. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. So add another touchdown and touchdown pass for that matter. He has thrown 6 already in this one. Amazing stuff. So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. That's caught. So they get the 2-point conversion. And all of a sudden that 11-point deficit down to just a field goal here in the 4th. A one-score game late. You figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
With the rule changes on kickoff, Mike, it's just so hard to really expect to recover an onside kick nowadays. There's a lot of people pushing for kind of a radical change to this. Hey, can we make it 4th and 15? Offense gets the go. If they convert it, they keep the ball. I'm not sure that ever happens, but we can see here an onside kick, not much of a chance. What you love about these running backs, Mike, is that their confidence is that they can make every play a big play. But in this case, sometimes you have to know, all right, it's over. Cut my losses, try to get back to the original line of scrimmage and survive to the next down, but tries to make this play extended, takes a big loss.
On 2nd down, a run. Well, how about a reverse instead? And a nice run there as he surges forward, a gain of 8, and sets up 3rd down. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Pacheco, 1st down and more. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 34. So this one in the win column for the Chiefs. And with an open date on the schedule next week, we'll be able to savor this one for a while. Dressed up and ready to get back at it in 2 weeks' time. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious, as we say, so long from Arrowhead.